Six Flags Great Adventure is a major theme park located in Jackson, New Jersey. It primarily serves those located in or around the cities of Trenton, New York, and Philadelphia. The park opens in 1974 and came under the Six Flags name in 1977. In 1998, the park saw a surge of new attractions and additions, partially as a result of its new acquisition by the firm Premier Parks, who purchased the park from Time Warner. A major change brought on by the new ownership was the new War on Lines campaign. The idea behind this marketing campaign was to add many major new attractions in a short period of time in order to minimize waiting times in the park.
Tonight. It's still 3 months away from opening day, but this summer is bound to be a wild one at Six Flags, New Jersey's largest amusement park. There will be 25 new rides, including the world's first floorless roller coaster.
Just absolutely spectacular rides throughout the entire facility, trying to balance out the product. So when you come back to the park, you can almost stand anywhere in the park and look, and within line of sight there's a new attraction to go to, and again, really focusing on capacity, guest service, and the positive experience inside the park.
It's supposed to be the largest development ever in the theme park's 25-year history. The owners of Six Flags Great Adventure are spending $42 million on the improvements.
The floorless roller coaster referred to by the reporter was Medusa, a first-of-its-kind attraction. It was added in 1999 and is called as such due to the fact that riders traverse the layout with no floor underneath them. It contains a total of 7 inversions and reaches a height of 146 feet and a top speed of 62 miles per hour. In addition to Medusa, in 1999, the park also added 2 smaller roller coasters. Blackbeard's Lost Treasure, a family coaster now known as Harley Quinn's Crazy Train, and Roadrunner Railway, a kiddie coaster now known and relocated as Little Devil Coaster. The next major addition came just 2 years later in 2001 with Nitro, a massive hypercoaster sprawling across an open field at one of the ends of the park. The ride reaches a height of 230 feet and a top speed of 80 miles per hour. The focus of the ride is large, drawn-out hills delivering floater sensation. Just like before, another 2 years later, in 2003, another major addition was added to the park, Superman Ultimate Flight, a flying roller coaster. Although the ride only reaches a maximum height of 115 feet and a top speed of only 51 miles per hour, what sets it apart is the facing down rider position. A highlight of the ride is the pretzel loop, an inversion where riders enter a forward-facing dive and they get their back slammed against the seat backing. After Superman, a ride that would forever change the history of Great Adventure and the entire amusement park industry was announced. In 2005, after a couple of delays, the park would open its largest addition to date, King the Ka, which opened as the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster. This ride drew in massive crowds to Great Adventure and often still gets the longest lines to this day. The ride begins with the hydraulic-powered launch, going from 0 to 128 miles per hour in only 3.5 seconds. Then, the coaster climbs a 456-foot tower and returns back to the ground with a spiral drop. The ride concludes with the massive airtime hill that slows the ride down to a near stop. In 2005, the same year that Kingda opened to the public, Premier Parks lost control of the company to stockholders. From that point on, the ride additions to Great Adventure would begin to dwindle. However, one last ride, already in the manufacturing stage, would open the next year. El Toro opens in 2006 as the steepest and second tallest and fastest wooden coaster. It is a prefabricated wooden roller coaster, meaning that all planks and track for the ride is cut ahead of time in a factory. For normal wooden roller coasters, this is done by skilled workers on site. The pre-cut wood allows for a higher precision and more intense elements. Although it is not the first of its kind, El Toro was the first prefabricated wooden roller coaster to reach its scale and level of intensity. The defining elements of El Toro included steep first drop, twin camelback airtime hills, the infamous Rolling Thunder Hill, and its twister finale. The first drop is 81 degrees steep and 181 feet tall. It is especially strong in the back car, where the weight of the front cars pull the train down with extra speed. The double camelback hills on El Toro deliver strong, sustained ejector airtime to riders. The airtime is so strong that a loud roar on upstop wheels can be heard from far away. The Rolling Thunder Hill is arguably the strongest moment of airtime on any roller coaster. Riders, especially in the back row, get launched over a steep decline. It is called as such due to the fact that it passed over the now defunct Rolling Thunder roller coaster. The twister finale of the ride consists of back-to-back sharp turns that quickly switch in direction. This is highly unusual for a wooden coaster and arguably only possible due to El Toro's prefabrication. El Toro is a roller coaster that receives a lot of praise. Since the category's inception, El Toro has always been voted as a top 3 or better wooden roller coaster in the Golden Ticket Awards, a competition that rates amusement attractions by readers' votes.
No other ride does what El Toro does. No other ride has this kind of airtime, this kind of intensity.
It has everything that wood coasters should have. It has speed, it has steepness, it also has a smoothness level that other wood coasters don't have.
Gives great night rides, amazing airtime, amazing drop.
I think it's the greatest first drop on any ride in the world. It's like jumping off a cliff.
We were getting whipped around. I couldn't stay in my seat. It was out of control.
Only 4 new roller coasters have been added to Great Adventure in the 16-year span since El Toro, with many of them being budget additions. 2008 saw the addition of an indoor-themed Wild Mouse called the Dark Knight. In 2011, a relocated stand-up roller coaster, Green Lantern, was added. A small 4D coaster, the Joker, opened in 2016. In 2021, Great Adventure saw its first major ground-up roller coaster in 15 years, a large, single-railed roller coaster called Jersey Devil. Toro can be thought of as the end of an era now long gone, where roller coasters and major new rides were added practically every year. Although disappointing, it is elegant how that era ended. Could Jersey Devil Coaster be the start of a return of an era that once was, where new major rides and roller coasters are added in rapid succession? Only time will tell.